make sure we don't take too much water out. We've already predetermined that if I drop it 13 inches, that'll be enough to replenish with the 100 gallons of water that I brought. So I need to make that mark now before it gets too low.
In our previous episode, we showed you how we made our own gravel vacuum, and using a garden hose, we're creating a siphon out of the tank down to the floor drain in the lawn below. The advantage of this is it allows us to vacuum the gravel or extract the debris from within the gravel so that we can remove that debris physically from the tank.
Now this tank has an internal overflow, this box right here. And it has what's called the Durzo standpipe inside of it. And well, this tank has an internal overflow inside of it, and I was trying to disconnect the hose off the siphon tube without losing the siphon, because what we want to do is siphon out this internal overflow. We found that with the Durzo standpipe, because it's so tall, it doesn't draw the debris off the bottom of the overflow, and that water is let's just call it quite stinky. It's low in oxygen, all the debris ends up down there, so we need to siphon out the water out of the overflow as well. Now let me go check and see if I lost my siphon or if it's still going. I think I can tell by the pleasant odor out here that it is. And it just sucked the internal overflow dry. And you have that pleasant aroma of sulfur-smelling rotten egg water.
The internal overflow is a tall, narrow box that rises from the bottom of the tank all the way to the top. The water skimmed off here, spills into the box, and here you can see the top of the Durzo standpipe and the return lines that bring the water back from the filter. And now that we have the water extracted from the tank, we're going to go ahead and change the pleated cartridge in the canister filter down in the actual filter system. This is where we keep the activated carbon, and we try to change not only the pleat, but the activated carbon every other service or every 2 weeks. The pleated cartridge is used to filter out the fine particles, the particles that I might break free while I'm cleaning the sculpture. The activated carbon is what removes colors and odors from the water. And since this tank is also fed some flake food, this is where a lot of the tint or yellowness or dye within the food enters the aquarium, and the carbon keeps the water crystal clear. We've now vacuumed 100 gallons worth of water from the tank and addressed the filter system. Join us on our next installment as we put the 100 gallons of new water back into the tank.